Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Techno. Today we've got a video submitted by Leebus. Leebus is in his KV-1S. It is fully upgraded with the 122. We are on the map Lakeville, and this is an encounter battle. Now, encounter battle means that if you look at the mini-map right now, you'll notice in the eastern central area of the map, in that town area there, there's a white flag on the mini-map. That white flag is the capture zone. It is a neutral capture zone, meaning that either team can capture it to secure victory. Also, the victory can be secured by eliminating all the enemy tanks on the enemy team, which is pretty standard for most battle types. Alright, now Leebus is in a KV-1S. It is a tier 6 Russian heavy. The nice thing about this tank, especially in a tier 6 game like this, is that it's got a 122mm cannon on it. Now, the 122 is a very, very common theme for Russian tanks. It is a very, very normal gun to see on most tanks above tier 6. I think the tier 7 has the 122, and the tier 8 has the 122 as well. So the 122 is kind of the bread and butter of the Russian line. It does, on average, 175 pen, and it does an amazing 390 average damage. Now remember, that is average damage. Alright, so Leebus is going to go ahead and push into town. This is exactly what he needs to do, especially since he is the main heavy tank on his team. The other two tier 6s on his team are tank destroyers, so he needs to get in there and brawl. That's what this tank is made for. That's what that gun is made for. It is not accurate at all, so you've got to get close. Now the KV-1S has actually some surprising armor. It is slightly sloped, and if you can get it angled against people who don't know where to shoot the weak spots, it's actually very effective. Early on, we spot a KV-220. This is a premium tank. It was a special premium tank that was only offered to certain people, and then they offered it up as part of a gift shop bundle a little time back. It's actually a very, very good tank. Tons and tons of armor on the front. Alright, so far Leebus has taken a few donk shots. You know, he's fired a few that haven't gone anywhere. He overled the KV-1S over on the central path there, and he was thinking there was going to be an opening in that building there to hit that VK3601H, but there wasn't. But hey, you know, that's alright. Churchill 2, ammo rack! Yeah, so those of you who don't know, tanks have ammo racks. Ammo racks are locations where the ammo is stored, and if you hit that and you get lucky, you can detonate that and destroy the entire tank in one shot, which is what Leebus just did. Now look at Leebus, see his tank right now? What he's doing is he's angling his armor. He's just wiggling the front armor of that tank, and what that does is, if the enemy is aiming at a weak spot and you wiggle that right, it then becomes not a weak spot because it has now become angled, so they change to another area, which then you re-angle that area. And it just forces them to try to change where they're aiming constantly, which just slows down how often they put shells into you. It's a good strategy, especially on a Russian tank like this. Alright, we take out the KV-220 like it was not really a challenge, which is nice, because it really could have been a challenge. But with that 122mm, it just kind of melts people. Alright, now we're watching this M4. The M4 most likely has a howitzer on it, so his armor won't be effective against that because it's firing high explosive rounds. They don't really bounce. Alright, so we need to get rid of this VK. Boom, there he's gone. Up to 3 kills, and we've secured the town. However, we still have 3 enemy tanks that we've been spotted nearby the town, so we gotta watch out for that. We have a Hetzer, a Jagdpanzer IV, and an M4 that are gonna probably be coming into town to try to give us some trouble. Our BDR is over there fighting with the M4. BDR really doesn't stand a chance that much against a M4, especially one that's played well. Alright, now what he's doing right here, he's going to use the hulls of these enemy tanks to shield him from the Jagdpanzer IV. He gets an amazing damage roll into the Jagdpanzer IV there, doing 450 damage. That is a really good roll. Alright, the M4 has flanked. He backed up just in time to cause the shot to go into his tracks. How dumb is the M4? Yeah, he's that dumb. Alright, so he tries to get another shot in, and in doing so allows Leebus to get another kill. He's up to 4. Alright, let's get rid of this Jagdpanzer IV. We have a shot. Barely. Yep, made it work. Alright, 134 damage. That's all he needed to do to finish him off. That's 5 kills. And we are now capping. Now, the enemy team has taken out the last of his friendly tanks. So it is now 1 versus 3. They have an artillery, a heavy tank, and a tank destroyer. Alright, now the enemy obviously are going to know where he's at because he's capping. Alright, Hetzer, he's at 100 health, or 150 or so health. One shot would definitely kill it. But, as we're coming around the corner there, the Hetzer shot blew the tracks off of Leebus, which caused his shot to go a little crazy. So, we weren't able to get that shot. Let's reload and make it happen. Let's see if we can get that Hetzer to... Yep, alright, the Hetzer misses, takes some time, and done. Alright, 6 kills. There's Top Gun. And we are back in the cap circle. You gotta be careful when you're pushing around tanks like this. Ah, yeah, did you see that? The front hull there, that wreck right there, it exploded. You know what that was? That was the artillery watching for movement in the cap circle. So you have to be kind of careful. That was very close to hitting him and ending his game. So be careful, guys. When you're in a cap circle like this, and you're not currently being spotted, be careful about running over trees. Be careful about running over benches, fences. Don't push around wrecks of tanks. You can see he just fired again over there because he saw Leebus pushing those around, and so he thinks he's hiding in those tank holes. All right, fantastic shot into the Churchill 1. Churchill 1 really doesn't stand a chance against a KV-1S. Just doesn't have the gun for it. And Leebus only needs 2 rounds to take out a Churchill 1. So. Alright, we put 1 round in. 1 more to finish him off. Even if we low roll, we should still take him out. Not sure where that shot went, actually. So I think that one must have missed. That's okay. Alright, we just need to get 1 into him. Right in the plate there. Yep. Alright, so Leebus is now up to 7 kills. Alright. So now it gets interesting. Alright, so the enemy has a Hummel. Now Hummel is a tier 6 artillery. The gun on a Hummel is definitely big enough to kill Leebus in 1 shot. He has 280 something health. The gun on that does at least 700 damage. So it's definitely very possible that this artillery could kill him. Now the artillery is currently at the advantage because they know Leebus is in the cap circle because the cap's going. And we last spotted the Hummel at E4 over there on that road along the other side of the lake. And he was about midway, so he could have gone any direction. And the way this little town is laid out is there are like spokes on a wheel, and all of them lead to this little center area where Leebus is in. So it's going to be really, really interesting if he decides to show himself, because all he needs is 1 shot. We're at 42 seconds. Capturing in an encounter battle takes especially long. Leebus is moving back and forth. What he's trying to do basically is, if he does see the arty, he doesn't want to be just sitting still, because then the arty can just aim at that place. You want to make the artillery move their aiming reticle around as much as possible, because that makes it lose how accurate it is. When you move your tank, or move your turret, or you move anything, it makes the reticle get big. Oh, there he is. Okay, he's right behind him. Oh crap. Alright, so the Hummel's headed straight for Leebus. Oh, and he just fires over the top of his tank. Leebus has got it now. Look, what's he trying to do? Where you going, buddy? It's like, nope, nope, nope. Gotta make it to the lake. I gotta make it to the lake. And yeah, Leebus puts another round in it, making it a win. 8 kills. Yeah, pretty freaking fantastic game. He got Still Wall. He got Top Gun. He got High Caliber. And probably one of the harder medals to get, a Radley Walters, killing at least 8 or 9 enemy tanks. He also earned enough XP to get him his Ace Mastery badge on the KV-1S. He got 59,000 credits and 4,500 XP. Almost 46. Now this was doubled for the first win of the day, but still without being doubled it was still 3,000, and without premium it was still 1,500, which is about as good as it gets. If you get a 1,500 score on any tank, you're doing pretty darn good. So 1,500 score, 8 kills, 3,452 damage in a tier 6. In tier 6? That's good at tier 8. 18 shots fired, 12 hits, 12 pins, so he pinned everything he hit, but he did miss a few. But that's okay. He received 12 hits, 7 of those penetrated, 1 was a splash damage from the artillery, and 5 bounced. Those 5 bounces, added in with the shots that did pin, added a potential damage of 2,060, which was enough to get him the Steel Wall medal. Now, he did 3,452 damage. If we add up every other person on his team, they did altogether only 500 damage more than Leebus did. Yeah, you could say he carried that game quite a bit. And the enemy team was not bad. I mean, if you look at their KV-1 or their Sherman or their Hummel, they all did good. They all had multiple kills. The Hummel had 3 kills. You know, if the Hummel had not missed that shot, that would have been the game. So, anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Give a shout out to Leebus for sending me an amazing replay. I appreciate it. Remember, guys, if you've got replays you want me to put up, please send those to me. The information is on the About section of my channel. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I will catch you next time.